he looked at us, he says, I'd like to bring you in as baby faces. And I said, well, bring us in as heels. I'm doing the old-fashioned thing. And you don't tell Vinnie, Mac, what to do.
Can you speak about how the creation of the Bushwhackers, where it came from, whose idea it was, and how you guys kind of felt about it?
Okay. I was long story short, I was working against Sting, Barry Windham and Lex Luger in the NWA. And we just shot an angle with them. And just starting with them. And I was in Columbus. I always remember this, in the gym, the Gold's Gym, and I went to the phone. I never worked out on my boiler, my stomach. Hardly ever. Butch always worked 15 minutes on his boiler, after working out. Anyhow, so I'm picking up my phone calls from my home in Carolinas, in Charlotte, and there's a phone call from Pat. And he says, give me a call. So I give him a ring. And I said, Pat. He said, yeah, Pat here. I said, Pat who? He said, Pat Patterson. I got a guy here wants to talk to you. And all of a sudden I heard, hey, Kiwi. And that was Vince. He says, we'd like you to come in. But, working. He says, when could you come up and talk to me? And I says, when do you want me to? And he says, oh, when do you get a day off? And I says, I just made up. I says, we're off on Wednesday. Yeah. and we flew up and we're at Vince's table in his room. And he says, he looked at us, he says, I'd like to bring you in as baby faces. And of course, being a booker, I've been booking him in many territories, in the territorial days. And he said, and I said, well, bring us in as heels. I'm doing the old-fashioned thing. And you don't tell Vinnie, Mac, what to do. He does it. He says, I know, I don't do that way. And Butch got up on the table and put his nose about that far away from Vince, about 9 inches. He said, if you can make these mugs baby faces, go ahead. And he said, hey, Vince says, hey, my main baby faces ain't pretty. Hulk Hogan, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Jackie the Snake. He threw those guys, and look at those guys' mugs, right? Jackie the Snake, Hulk Hogan, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and that's
not wrong.
He says, I'll bring you up and start doing vignettes. Now at the time, Crocodile Dundee movie 2 was hot. When we get home after seeing him, 2 days later, FedEx and Butch picks the stuff up and he calls me. I haven't seen it. He says, they've sent us the wrong contract. They've got the Bushwhackers here. And I tell Butch, he said, the wrong guys. I said, Butch, Vince wants to own us, and own the merchandise. I always did in the business. I always did the business between me and Butch. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And being in the office, I said Vince wants to own us, so hence the Bushwhackers were formed. So we started coming up to Connecticut and doing all these vignettes. I don't know whether you've ever seen them, but we did them, a lot of them, and that I can go through them, but it takes time. And that was hilarious. They were hilarious to watch because we did the Crocodile Dundee thing, you know what I mean? From down under.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're in the diner, and the waitress comes up, and I'm looking at the menu, and I said, look at all this, and I just said, give us all this, and give us one side of the menu. And Butch says, give us this. The next minute, the table's full. Butch grabs a knife and fork and says, we won't be eating these, and throws them over his shoulder, and we're eating with our hands like two cannibals. Coke machine in the street. There's all these vending machines. And I go up to them, I say, yeah, but a Coke. And I'm shaking the machine. And then they told me, oh, you got to put money in them. And then the can came out. And I said, how do you open them? And they said, oh, there's that thing there. So I took my teeth out and popped them open with my teeth.
Oh, my God.
We did all this bull. we did all these vignettes, which were funny, and we did one, in a mail store where you go and buy all the gimmicks, and we're looking for something for Mother's Day, and we go through all these fancy lingerie stuff, and Butcher's holding them all up and looking through this, and this one, what do you think, Mama? Look at this, and he's looking through it, and shit like that. And we said, "Oh, Mum's 280 pounds. She'd look great in this." And, and he got me to try it on, all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's hilarious.
The people ate that up. Now the walk and the lick. When we were heels, we used to do that. Whoa, yay! When we went out the ring, when we were getting heat, especially in Tentuna Studios, when we go out the ring, we'd swing our arms up and down. And Butch said, "Let's go to the ring, swinging our arms up and down." And I said,
"Okay."
I said to him, "My shoulders are." And he said, "Do you want to make money?" So anyhow, going to the ring. We started going to the ring, high stepping and marching. That's how that happened. And then the head licking came in. Now I never licked the head. I always grabbed him by the head, licked the back of my hand. Butch give them a wash.
That's so funny. And so all that was just you guys as you went on, the facial expressions and everything
now,
too. You just
now
came
when
up
we
with
started the first shows, mate, the agents were George Steele, the champion from Minnesota, and always went to the Nick Bonkwinkel. Anyhow, they all wanted us to go to the ring a different way. One with popcorn, the other one with drink, come out of the crowd from different levels. Now, how can you, if one's coming from one level, the other one, how can the people focus on you? You know what I mean? We told them, we've got to both come down the aisle, and that's out through the aisle. So as soon as we come through that curtain, we were screaming and marching, and that's how we got over with that, head licking and marching. Then within a year, all the NFL players, when they went over the line for a touchdown, a lot of them were doing the Bushwhacker in the end zone.
That's awesome.
Yes,
That's so cool.
Yes, they were.
You definitely, you became household names.
Woo, Messy Daddy, Boogie Woogie Man feel good. I tell my people, my brothers and sisters, don't you dare miss online. Rewind, recap, relive. Oh yeah.